How we doing, everybody? It's your boy Sid the RC Guy and Tom the Slot Car Guy. We are here with another exciting edition of Slot Car Racing. So, you guys have seen a few videos of us working on some cars, a basic video of kind of some driving. Now we're going to really get into the tuning. We're going to pull the magnet, well, Tom's going to pull the magnet out and do a little bit of tuning it. So I'm going to go ahead and jump out of the video and bring the camera a little bit closer so we can kind of explain how that works. And if you guys watched the last video, you'll see how much of a difference it is between driving with and without the magnet. And if not, it's also going to be at the end of this one. And then we're going to get into a night where we're just driving cars and talking to everybody again. And we'll see how bad I can wreck. So let me bring the camera in.
All right.
Hold on.
Oh.
Go for it.
Okay, we ran a few laps of this. It's pretty strong magnets in the back, and it did help quite a bit. I ran, the best lap was about 7.4 seconds. I noticed. Now, without the magnet, it's not going to run that fast. But it actually takes more skill to drive a non-magnet car because they will slide around. You can actually drift around corners if you want to do that. Anyway, there's the magnet. Stuck in the back, of course. You just pop it out with a flathead screwdriver, theoretically. You have to pop the rear axle out on this one just to get it out. There it goes. Pop the axle back in. Now these tires are pretty good, so I'm not going to change tires on it. We'll just go over and try it the way it is. I think it'll actually do pretty well. If it doesn't, I'll probably just add a little bit of weight up here in front. Well, let's try that right now. I do have a little bit. This is just peel and stick weight. Sometimes it doesn't take very much at all. My fingers will work. There we go. Just going to put it right up here behind the guide holder. Kind of keep the front end down. All right, that should do pretty well. Just bolt it back in. Now, some other tuning tips with this too are, a lot of people like a little body float. They like the chassis to be really loose on the body. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. This has got a little bit of a float. You can kind of see it moving around a little bit. And that does help the handling. It depends on the track, depends on the car, depends on how you like to drive it. But anyway, let's go take a look and see how it does.
Well, as you guys can tell, I'm not the one driving the car because I don't have skill at all. But you can definitely see a huge difference in how the magnet held it down, and with the second one, how that rear end started floating out. So that's definitely one of those things that you got to work on some driving skill. But Tom's been doing this a while.
I've been doing it for a little while. Yeah, you could definitely see the difference the way this is drifting around the corners. The track was probably a little bit dirty, and this isn't hooking up as good as it should. The stock tires work okay on this car, and on some of the routed painted tracks and some plastic painted tracks it might even do better. But I think it lost about 2 seconds of lap time without the magnet and with these tires. So you can see the big difference it makes. I mean, a lot of people are going to say, well, it's too slow and I don't like the way it drives, but you know, it's just so much more fun. Plus, when if you drive a little bit too hard in a corner, it's a lot more forgiving than a magnet car. Magnet car crashes really hard. You could do some major damage to cars. These have a little bit more give to them, so they'll slide out and just they won't go flying across the track. unless you're going way too fast.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, well, I've done that too. But anyway, I think with a new set of super tires on the back of this and just a little bit more minor tuning, I think this will actually do pretty good. It could probably gain one of those seconds back with a good set of tires on it. So anyway, and there's other things you can do. Obviously, you can change wheels if you want to do that. These aren't bad. The car didn't seem to hop around a lot. They're pretty true wheels, so I think with just some better tires on this, we'll do pretty well.
So you guys heard it from the man himself. We got one more video to come where we're going to change the tires out, talk about some major tuning, and talk to some other drivers when we have one of our get-togethers. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button. Check us out on Colpar.com and also Colpar's Hobby Town on Facebook and all that good stuff. And as always,
Keep it in the slot.